But at 9.
Alright, here we are. We're about to start on the Mount Tallac trail. We're at the trailhead right now. There's Rick and Aaron and my dad over there. And we're at Lake Tahoe, somewhere in the forest. About 6,200 feet, and we've got about 3,500 feet of elevation to climb to get to the top at 9,700 feet and change. So let's get going.
Let's go.
Alright, here we are. It's me and Aaron on the trail. My dad and Rick are somewhere behind us. They had to take a little potty break. You know how old guys are. Anyways, Lake Tahoe, Fallen Leaf Lake back here, and behind us is Mount Tallac. That's our destination right there. Got a little ways to go, but we're having a good time. Beautiful day. All right, let's say, I think we're about a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile into our hike, and we're on top of this moraine. We got Fallen Leaf Lake over here on our left, and we're following this trail on this ridge line here. We got Lake Tahoe behind us. It's pretty spectacular. And then to our right, we've got Tallac. Beautiful area, scenery, gorgeous day. It's probably about 50 degrees out now. It started out at about maybe 39 or 40 degrees, but the sun's out. It's all this hiking, it's got us working up a sweat, so I had to take off some layers. But pretty amazing day to be out in the wilderness hiking. Alright, here we are, made it to Cathedral Lake. It's about the halfway point of our hike up to Mount Tallac. We're about 2.5 miles in, and this is Cathedral Lake. It's kind of like a watering hole. You can get replenish our camelbacks. Filter out some water and get some fresh, clean water. Didn't really have to do that on this point because we started out with 3 liters and we still have roughly 3 liters. Started with a little more than 3 liters, so camelback's rated for 3 liters, but we could fill it up more than that by a little, probably like half a liter more. Anyways, this is our the scenery. We're at about 7,500 foot elevation, so we have about 2,000 feet more to go, another 2.5 miles or so till we reach the summit. And the other guys, Aaron, Rick, and my dad, are back here eating and kind of resting up a little bit before we continue on. The trail gets a little more steep and strenuous after this point, so kind of getting some rest in, relaxing a little bit, and then we'll continue on. And let's go see what these guys have to say about all this. So,
there's a lot of things that
so Aaron, what do you think about this
that we stumble
so far?
on.
What are your thoughts?
day, exquisite, fully functional, plethora of activity kind of day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're
And
right.
as it ranges
exactly
from full motion to I've crawled on my fingertips to jumped and bounded mountains.
I got my hat, my real hat.
It's been
now.
a glorious,
Sun hat.
wonderful day.
Tell us about the lake.
The lake, you see,
I switched my hat over to my
the
full
lake
hat.
is really a little bit nippy. I went in swimming, and you know, the water's different. Like I got the old grandma syndrome hand right away, and that's just what happened when I drank the water. I felt like Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Because I felt like I was floating. It was very intense. A plethora of emotions were filled with my.
The green lake too. Did it turn you green like Peter Pan?
It's green right now, but it was blue, and it turned green
before
after
you got in.
Yeah, it's green now because I got in.
Interesting fact.
Yeah, it's rough.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the commentary.
Anytime, man. You're welcome.
anytime, bro.
You guys having fun?
Oh yeah.
We're having a blast.
Dad.
Here we are, my second time. Jeremy's second time.
What do you think about it, Dad? You surviving?
Oh yeah, we're surviving. Excellent hike so far. Excellent hike.
Don't forget Aaron back there.
Yep.
Brother Mike and I.
We just talked to.
We are the
Hello
caboose
again.
of
Come back.
today's train up the hill.
All right.
These guys are the choo-choos.
The choo-choos.
They're chugging along.
Yeah. Well, we figured if we got up here, we can rest a little longer.
Yeah, you figured that.
It's cool
Aaron,
up here, isn't it?
you were having some kind of a
All right.
wild
We'll
tangent
see you
commentary.
further up the trail. Okay, Aaron and I and my dad and Rick, we are about, I don't know, we've gone up another 200 or so feet above Cathedral Lake, and this really cool rock outcropping on the edge here. A beautiful view of Lake Tahoe, right over my shoulder here, right out back there. And there's the old guys coming up, right there.
Don't get dehydrated.
Hey, having a good time. Alright, we are partway up this talus slope here on the side of Mount Tallac. Looks like they closed off part of the trail I came up last year, and we're up this looks like what is a newer trail. I saw signs that they closed off the other trail for restoration. So give you an idea of where we're at. Take a look. Got kind of a trail that you might be able to see in the camera. Tahoe behind us, Falling Leaf Lake, and my dad and Brother Rick are somewhere way down there coming up, and we're getting higher up, so we can definitely feel the thinner air, the lack of oxygen.
That's them right there.
See them?
Yeah, right there, where those people are.
Yeah.
They're catching up, dude.
Yep. So, getting closer. We're almost getting up to this ridge line ahead of us, and then we'll be on the back side and on top of the mountain. No time. See you there. on a nice, relatively flat stretch of the trail here. We just came up some pretty dicey, strenuous parts a little further back. Took a lot out of me. I'm breathing kind of hard, but off to my left here, facing west, southwest, you got Desolation Wilderness and Pyramid Peak out there, Lake Aloha, real beautiful area. And then up there in the trees, getting close to the summit of Mount Tallac. Behind me is the Carson Range. It's about, I think it's like close to 2:15, 2:30ish in the afternoon. Almost, I think we're about 9,300 feet.
And then behind me is the Philadelphian Everglades. Those
Yeah.
back in 1460.
He's altitude's getting to Aaron. It's a little delusional right now, delirious. So, but
I need some soup
Yeah.
boxy with some metaphoric.
you know what I need? I need some soup. You know,
Clam chowder,
maybe
bro.
some clam chowder.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, man! I was doing good until we mentioned food. I'm starving. And when we get to the top, Aaron, why don't you tell us what you're breaking out here? What are you gonna break out up at the top?
So I'm gonna be breaking out. I have a little mini grill. I have a mini tri-tip that's been wrapped up in ice and foil.
Yeah,
And it's just a quick cook thing, but it's gonna be cooking me up some tri-tip.
nice.
And I brought a couple orange sodas for all of us.
Oh yeah.
And then like some veggies.
Celebration.
Some veggies that were steamed last night.
Oh
All
yeah.
wrapped up with a little bit of water
Yeah.
inside to keep them fresh.
You know what I did?
What?
I made a cheesecake last night.
Oh, dude, I mean.
So I got it in my pack. It's all wrapped up in foil. And I think it's gonna be a nice way to celebrate. After we eat that steak, it's gonna be good. So that's how we roll up in the mountains, guys.
I caught a squirrel earlier too. I like squirrel meat.
Good appetizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fried.
No, raw, like
Oh yeah,
like ahi.
like mountain sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see you on top, guys.
With a little bit of tumbleweed.
All right. I am just below the summit of Mount Tallac. So this last probably third of the trail has been very strenuous. I'm a little worn out, but check out the view. Oh my word! This is what we come up here for. View all around me right now. I go catch up with Aaron up at the top. My dad and Rick are somewhere further down the trail making their way up. So we'll see you on top.
On the peak, or the summit, Mount Tallac, about 10,000 feet up in the air. There's Lake Tahoe. There's Jeremy. Another lake. Take one video.
Right. We made it. Made it to we're on the summit of Tallac.
Now we have the helicopter coming to take us off.
Our our helicopter's coming up, take us down. Got a little beach barbecue lined up for tonight.
And then the Ferrari's gonna drive us home.
That's right. You know, the Ferrari limo.
He says Ferrari limo, I say Bugatti stretch.
Sounds good. How about we like switch from one to the other?
I prefer the Corolla.
The Corolla?
Yeah.
The Corolla.
Better
yeah.
on gas.
Yeah. How about the Pinto? No, the Prius.
Or the Prius.
Or maybe the Volt?
no, the Nissan Leaf.
Yes. Free. 99. No gas. Right?
Oh.
Anyways, here we are. And yeah, we're on top. Just below the summit. And here's the view we have. Doesn't get any better.